Okay, guys, what's up? I'm watching this girl on YouTube. Animation brown, white skin. Let's watch it.
Oodle Lollies, Rebecca Parham here. Throughout my hello, Mix and Peeps, my explainers and entertainers. My little Oodle Lollies, Rebecca Parham here. Throughout my young life, I had a handful of noteworthy people who habitually seek out to harm or intimidate those whom they perceive as vulnerable. Oh, sorry. YouTube now demonetizes the B word, and I don't mean Beetlejuice. Beetlejuice. At my preparatory school, pretty much most of my classmates didn't like me and picked on me from time to time. But a few of them made it a more regular thing.
Oh no,
One such individual was a girl we'll call.
Oh my god, that's so mean. A girl is push you and draw X. Draw flipping X.
Millie. She was a troubled young soul.
Millie?
A little on the mad side.
Oh,
Difficulty understanding why people got upset when she punched them. Come on, we were just having fun. To be fair, I was.
Oh my god. She just punched a boy. What's wrong with you?
Wasn't her only target. She was an equal opportunity irritant. She tormented girls, boys, big kids, small kids, kids that climb on rocks, everyone. She did everything from cheap insults.
Oh my god! Oh my god! She was a bully! Oh my god!
To stealing to physical violence.
When
you're young, adults tell you to stand up to kids like her, defend the innocent, be a hero, do the right thing. What they don't tell you is that sometimes doing the right thing still gets you in trouble. Millie, I know you're probably out there growing up in a better person, but I'm using you as an example. On with the show. It was 6th grade when Millie and I had our little incident. That year we had gotten a brand new kid we'll call Greg. Greg was a troubled soul too. He had a very poor family life. All of the kids in the class relentlessly picked on him, and he often retaliated not with his words, but his fist. He hated everyone, and everyone hated him. Well, except me. Seeing how he was a fellow social outcast, I couldn't bring myself to be mean to him. And in turn, he was never mean to me.
She knows how to
You
listen.
could even say we were
like
friendly for a while.
Not
Not in this tiny school, we didn't have a cafeteria, we all ate in the gym. So one lunchtime, Greg and I were sitting on the bleachers eating and talking. Now when Greg wasn't pummeling the kids who made fun of him, he kept a journal. Probably should have been his first choice for emotional expression, but hey, I'm no psychologist. And this day, he had his journal sitting out next to him on the bleachers. As we talked, Millie came over. You remember her. She stood there chatting with us until she spied Greg's journal. Ooh, what's this? Don't touch it, it's my journal. A journal? Come on, let's see it. In a flash, Millie snatched the book out of his hands and ran off with it. Greg gave chase, and to escape him, Millie ran into the girls' locker room. By the time I caught up with the two, Greg was standing just outside the locker room, Millie was standing just inside with the door open, and she was reading from his journal out loud to the other girls inside, knowing full well he couldn't go in to stop her. And remember, Greg was a troubled
okay, that was awkward. Guys, yeah, I just thought, oh my god. You know, I've always some people get fought.
Kid. There might have been some really heavy stuff in that journal that she was about to spill everywhere. I saw all of this unfolding in front of me, and I knew I had to do something.
Yeah, bite her!
This was not right. Time to stand up, as the adults say.
Bite
so
her!
I ran into the locker room and began tussling with Millie for the journal. No one was getting hurt, mind you, just a lot of pulling and shoving.
No!
But tug of war quickly escalated into war.
Yes, go!
Yes,
go, man! Just go
we struggled
fight her.
for about 10 seconds before it happened. The next thing I knew, she grabbed my wrist and bit down as hard as she could. I screamed full voice and let go of the journal. When she finally let go of me, I looked down at my wrist to see a perfectly gruesome bite in my skin. And it was pretty gnarly.
Ew. Look all the spit! She bites her like a vampire! She just bites like a vampire! Oh, you know the teeth, your teeth is white and your teeth are harder? Yo, a teeth is hard. Someone can bite you and someone hurts you. Oh my gosh, she just bite her like a vampire, you know, vampire bite. Oh my god, now she have blood.
Looking chew those serrated indentions. It was already starting
Oh
to
my
bruise.
god.
And it was slobbery. Thankfully, she didn't break the skin because, listen, human bites are nothing to sneeze at. Do a Google search. Mayo Clinic says to seek emergency care if the skin is broken. Apparently, we all have Komodo dragon mouths full of dangerous bacteria. Actually, that kind of makes you rethink kissing. You bit me. You actually bit me. What the hell is wrong with you? You're insane. I'm going to the nurse. Suddenly, Millie wasn't so concerned about Greg and his journal anymore. I marched right to the nurse's office with Millie behind me trying to convince me not to go. When I showed the nurse the bite, she disinfected it and called the principal. We both got sent to his office. I told him my story, but when it was Millie's turn to tell hers, she actually had the gall to say, when she put her arm across my back, I couldn't breathe. She was about to suffocate me. So you see,
what is going on? She's lying!
Voice but to bite her.
She's lying,
Objection,
Principal.
Your Honor? That's not how the human body works? No, I didn't say that. I didn't say anything in that moment because it wasn't my turn to talk.
Yo!
And honestly, I was getting a little freaked out because the principal was acting like I was just as guilty as Millie. I don't know if he honestly believed her lies, but he listened to our stories and said, well, because both of you were horse playing in the bathroom, you're both in trouble. Horse playing?
Horse playing? This principal said it was too, but it was my horse playing? A horse? Like a horse? What the heck?
I'll be calling your parents today. Rebecca, you'll be getting 5 demerits. And Millie, normally I'd give you 5 as well. But because this is the second time I've seen you in my office this year, you'll be getting 10.
Yo! Oh my god! You know expel means? When you fight and beat the kids up? You will get expelled, bro. When you beat these kids up, you will get expelled. Oh my goodness, okay? Kids get expelled. Imagine that. Oh my god. You get expelled. It means you can't go to school. You'll be grounded. They're gonna ground it. And you can't go to school. Boy in the house. Oh my goodness. Oh my god.
I have several objections. This is the second time I've seen you in my office this year. You'll be getting 10.
Okay.
I have several.
Oh my god. My girl is acting like Slendrina. She's just
Objections. Let's get this straight. My crime, my punishable offense, was getting bitten while defending another kid. And the person who bit me would have gotten the exact same punishment as me if it hadn't been her second offense. Excuse me, who hurt you? Yeah, sure, maybe I could have politely asked the little sadist for the journal back. Like she'd actually give it back. But I don't care who you are. There is a very big difference between tug of war to get stolen property back and a full-blown bite that could have potentially ended in a hospital trip. Lord,
hospital. Yeah, okay. Imagine that a bully just bites you. Just call a doctor or a nurse in the hospital. Don't do it, okay, don't be so stupid biting women's up, biting girls up. You bite girls and you're a girl, a girl biting girls, and you're a boy biting girls. You can slap girls also, and you're a boy. Do not be rude to girls, okay? Because girls are nice. Because girls will slap you, also they can be upset.
Angry. Even as outrageous as it all was, I was beside myself. All I could think about in that moment was that I was in trouble. I was supposed to be the good kid, the peacekeeper, the clean record. 5 demerits, and he's calling my parents? They only do that for the bad kids.
You are so
Am I a bad kid now?
You're a bad
Mom
kid.
and Dad are gonna be so mad at me.
Why? You're not bad kid. Yeah, of course you are not bad kid. Yeah, she's not bad kid. She doesn't swear. She doesn't fight. She doesn't say bad words in all the YouTube. Okay. What the hell?
He sent us back to class, and for the rest of the day, I was a nervous wreck, dreading the sound of that final bell. For sure, the principal had called Mom, and the moment I set foot in her car, I was a goner. Well, the end of the day came, and I solemnly walked to my mom's car. It felt like I was walking to my own execution. I got in and silently awaited my fate. Hey, sweetie, we're gonna be here a little bit longer. We're waiting on your sister to get out of basketball practice.
What?
That's it?
She's nearly yelled at her? What? Did the principal call her mom? Is it a cold prank? I think it's a cold prank. It's a cold prank. Cold prank. I said cold. What the heck?
No screaming, no lecture, no punishment. She's not even gonna bring it up?
What the?
I was a tad confused.
Okay.
Wait a minute.
Okay.
She didn't get a call from the principal. She doesn't know what happened. Well, that's not right.
Oh no.
She needs to know.
Do not yell at
Or I
her.
got this bite
Oh,
on my
you
arm for
kidding? Are you
nothing.
kidding me? Are you? She could have yelled at Mom. Oh no. Calm down. Just
Look what Millie did to me. Oh, hell no. Explain yourself, knave! We were in that principal's office for a good half hour, and Mom calmly explained over and over and over again the absurdity of it
Okay.
all. How backwards it is to punish a child for essentially being assaulted, especially while defending another child. And here I was terrified that
Okay.
she was going to be mad at me.
She's gonna
By
be
the
mad.
end of it, she couldn't convince the
Oh.
principal to remove the 5 demerits,
Principal.
but it almost didn't matter anymore.
Okay.
I had done what's right. I stood up for what I believed in.
Okay.
And the people that mattered knew it. It may come with consequences, but doing good is its own reward.
Good.
And after that day, Millie backed off.
Back
and
off.
rarely bothered me or Greg ever
Oh,
again.
she's not
This goes to show
bullying
what
you.
can come from one
Oh,
act of
great job,
bravery.
so she's not bullying you.
Hey, Oodalollies, Editor Becca here again. I hope you're all doing okay during this strange
Okay.
time. But I wanted to show you what the creatoring team and I have been working on. I'm
Okay.
really excited about this. We have a new Witch of the Woods themed
Oh, new
collection out
clothes.
available for pre-order. We're also
Oh.
bringing back the Geekiest.
Oh! Is that her? Is that her? She's a real life person. Oh, she's making some animations.
With this one t-shirt as well. All of these items will be available for 2 weeks to pre-order. And if you really like all 3 of the Witch of the Woods items, you can get them in a nifty little bundle and save some money. I'll leave a link to the shop in the description below. Please promise me that you will stay.
Let's watch the next one. Okay, the next one we'll watch is called "A Girl Who Got Her Teeth Destroyed." Okay, we got Two Fairy does have fun. Okay, we got Two Fairy.
This is Pablo. Leave a message.
Okay.
Oh, hey, Pablo. It's Henry. Listen, I'm kind of having one of those
Henry?
existential crises right now.
Oh,
and
my
I
man,
really
you
need
are
to
not.
legitimize
He's not
it second
talking to
opinion.
you.
How are we still in a job? If no one in this timeline has a mouth,
My
then why
man, no one's
exactly
not
is there a need for
talking.
2 fairies? And more so,
She's
doesn't this make this
talking.
very difficult to tackle any
my
now-related
man.
topics in this world? I just don't
Hey,
know.
my
I just feel like
man!
I'm
What's
oversight
wrong
on the
with
part
you?
of the creator.
No, he's not talking.
Anyways, call me back, please. Bye.
Okay. Oh.
Hello, my geeks and peeps, my explainers and entertainers, my little oodalollies. Rebecca Parham here. You've read the
Parham.
title, you know what we're talking about, and I bet you're all saying to yourself, oh, Becca's got herself in a real pickle now.
Okay.
How's she gonna tell a story about her mouth when she doesn't have one? Shush. Chill out, I got this.
Okay. She does have a
There
mouth.
you go, problem solved. Anytime I gotta show you a mouth, it's Post-its to the rescue. Alright, enough of that. Let's move on.
She does have a
Injuries,
mouth.
accidents, life-altering wounds that scar us physically and emotionally. Yeah, they make great stories, don't they? And don't we just love telling them? Dude,
Okay.
you want to see my scar? Got attacked by a mountain lion. Fought it off with my bare hands. That's his appendectomy scar. Mom! Honestly, I've been rather fortunate. I haven't injured myself too many times in life.
Okay.
I mean, my dad accidentally pulled my arm out of my socket when I was 6. I got hit in the face with a softball when I was in middle school and had a shiner for a week. I slipped in water in high school and tore cartilage.
Hey!
Later dropped a heavy set piece on my foot and I had to get a shoe on. I broke my toe banging it on a platform trying to get off stage.
Oh.
You know, maybe I'm more accident prone than I thought.
Oh, it's so
I wonder how much
painful.
football helmets cost.
Oh,
But my
it's so
big injury
painful.
story that I always tell
Oh,
people
that's
happened when I was very
good. She
young.
was a
And it
child.
involves my
She was
teeth.
born
I
like.
personally don't remember it at all, but my sister says she has a traumatizingly clear memory of it. That, and of course my parents were there for it. Actual content warning here, this story might get
Okay.
just a wee bit graphic because, you know me,
Okay.
I've never been averse to a little bit of blood.
Okay. Why she does
Or
have a
yelling at
mouth?
For the brave souls still watching?
What
Let's get the
the
show on
heck
the road.
is
When I was
that,
about 3 years
ketchup?
old, Dad wanted to have a play fort built in the backyard for me and my sister. He called over a family friend who happened to be a carpenter so they could draw up some plans and discuss how big it should be and where to put it. Mom wasn't home at the time, so to keep an eye on me and my sister, Dad let us run around the backyard while he and the carpenter talked things over.
Okay.
So in our backyard, we had a porch, and by the law of the South, if y'all have a porch, you gotta have a porch swing. Which we did, though it wasn't a very good one. Dad was keeping a watchful eye on us, but as any parent will tell you, the worst things always happen when you turn your back for just a moment. And when Dad wasn't looking, I managed to climb up on this porch swing. I stood up on it, and I guess in my 3-year-old mind, I thought I was on one of those playground spring horses, so I began walking it back and forth. And apparently, I was not holding back. Your girl was chasing bandits in the Wild West somewhere.
Oh my
I don't
God,
know.
it's
Now, remember
dangerous.
how I
It's
said this wasn't a very good porch swing? Well, good porch swings are designed so they can't flip over.
Oh,
But
so
this
creepy.
one, well.
Okay. Oh, hey, she's gonna break a tooth. Ah! Ah! Ah!
Dad heard my screams and he ran over in a panic. He lifted me up off the ground, and there was nothing but blood. I had bitten through my top lip, which left this handsome little scar later, and the force of the fall had pushed my front teeth back and up into my head. Without a moment to lose, Dad grabbed me and Rachel, threw us into the back of the car, and sped off to the hospital. Rachel sat next to me the whole ride, holding my head back so I wouldn't bleed on everything. And being only 5 years old herself, naturally she was freaking out, and Dad was even more distraught.
You're
feeling
this
like the
blood
worst
all
father in the
around,
world.
man.
But as he quietly panicked to himself, all of a sudden he heard from the back seat, "Oh, McDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O.
Oh, McDonald
And on this farm he had a cow, E-I-E-I-O."
Oh,
Well, I guess that's what you call more rebound than a kickball.
yeah.
Though I don't think Dad appreciated the musical number. When we got to the hospital, the doctors ended up having to push my teeth back into.
You saw that. Look what happened. Look what happened.
Well, I guess that's what you call more rebound than a kickball.
Oh.
No, I don't think Dad appreciated the musical number. When we got to the hospital, the doctors ended up having to push my teeth back into their original position, but these teeth were pretty much destroyed. Oh, and when Mom showed up to the hospital, she said Dad was covered in blood and looked like that he'd lost a fight with an angry cat. Ah, poor Dad.
Oh
There
my
wasn't
God,
anything
so
more
many
that the
blood.
doctors could do at the hospital,
Oh,
but we
son,
still had to wait
sad.
2 weeks for me to heal before I could see a dentist. And what the dentist ended up having to do was give my front 2 teeth a root canal and then fill it with a down so it would stay in my head until my permanent teeth were ready to come in.
Okay.
You know, I'm actually really glad that I don't remember any of this. I'm already insane in the membrane enough as it is. Who knows how bad I'd be today if I had to carry around this childhood trauma with me. The whole ordeal had basically killed my front 2 teeth, and they turned yellow. Also, the next tooth over needed to have a little crown on the back of it, and given that teeth are translucent, that made the tooth look green. So yeah, for the next few years of my childhood, I was walking around with yellow and green teeth. Just look at this jacked up mouth of mine. I think I had these teeth until I was about 6 or 7, and as you can imagine, such a blow to the face not only messed up my baby teeth, but my permanent teeth came in wonky as well. In fact, when I went to the orthodontist to get braces in middle school, she discovered I had 4 permanent teeth that were supposed to come in, but were stuck up in my gums. I had to get teeth removed so they could come in. My mouth was a train
Imagine that is stuck on your gums and do not do that.
wreck. Thankfully, I think I've finally got these chompers under control. They ain't perfect, but who could blame them after going through such misery? It's okay, teeth. You're good enough. That's why I never animate you. And for those of you wondering, yes, my dad did eventually get that play fort built. I'd have thought he'd think twice about letting his clumsy daughter up in high places, but
Oh yeah, then that was your playground.
I guess I set a pretty good example of what
Playground.
not to do. You hear?
Can we watch the last one because I can so hungry. The last video you can watch is a girl is scared about heights. Let's watch it.
Hello, my geeks and peeps, my explainers and entertainers, my little oodle lollies. Remember Rebecca Parham here. Even when I was young, I never
Perriman.
understood the type of kid who did
Okay.
stupid, dangerous things for
Stupid,
fun or
dangerous
attention.
stuff.
My grandfather,
Oh.
who was a rocket scientist for the Air Force, used to say that a mark of intelligence was understanding cause and effect. If I jump off of this very high rock into very shallow water,
Okay.
there is a high probability that I will
Okay.
break something important. And
Oh
possibly
no,
permanent
you can't do
damage
that.
to my frail human body.
Oh.
Maybe the admiration of my peers
Okay.
isn't worth
You're
risking my
so
entire future as
stupid
a
because you
just
can't
kidding
jump.
yeet.
Yo.
I wasn't one of those kids. Not even close. I was the terrified one in the corner who had to muster up courage just to ask for the hall pass. So it's a jolly good wonder how I end up in this precarious predicament that I'm about to describe to you. Let's rewind the
Okay.
clock, shall we? Hey, middle school Becca, you're up. The year was 6th grade. Still doing the preparatory school thing and
Okay.
still very much a loner geek obsessed with Pokemon video games and cartoons. But around this time, I did manage to make one
Okay.
friend for a short while. She was in the grade above me, which I thought made me
Okay.
so cool. At this school, you didn't make friends outside your
Okay.
grade. You stuck to
Oh,
your own
she
kind.
does have
So the fact that an
friends.
older girl wanted to be friends
does
not
have
only made me feel
friends.
special, but it made me feel like I was
Oh,
getting away
that-
with something. I call her and looking back, it's pretty clear to see why we got along so well. While I
Excuse me? I just sneeze. Guys, excuse me? I just sneeze actually.
personally thought she was one of the cool
Okay.
kids, she was
Cool
clearly
kids?
the loner weirdo geek in her own class.
Oh, no,
Proof that
that's sad.
perspective
Much
is
they don't
everything. Maybe one day I'll
What's
be as
her
cool
mouth,
as her.
bro? I wanna
She
see
also
your
liked
mouth.
Pokemon and video games.
She
and was
does have
really
a
good
mouth.
at Super
She
Smash
plays
Brothers,
My Plus
the
Three.
original. She's also
She
the one
does
who taught
play
me the
My
infamous
Plus
item
3.
duplication glitch in Pokemon Red and Blue. So, yeah.
Okay.
The geek was strong with this one. One day, Kay
Don't
invited
fight
me over to
her.
her house
Why
for a
I saw?
She's also the one who taught me the
Yo.
infamous item duplication glitch in Pokemon Red and Blue. So, yeah.
Look.
The geek was strong with this
Don't
one.
fight
Kay
her.
invited me over to her house for a sleepover.
Okay,
Now, you have to
sleepover.
remember, at this point in my life, my family lived out in the country, so most of the kids at school did too. And Kay's house was on a very big piece of property. Many, many acres and far away from any neighbors. Levels of seclusion that made you wonder
Okay.
what the hell the parents were up to. Anyways, she and I were having a lovely old
Pillow
sleepover, and
fight.
I wasn't going to be picked up until
Okay.
the afternoon of the next day. So we had lots of time to kill. After a very full night of trading Pokemon and playing all 12 characters in Smash, we were enjoying
Okay,
breakfast
it's
when her
Yoshi.
parents came in. They told us they were going to the farthest stretches of their property to work on a new house they were
Okay.
building. Right, new house.
New
Gotcha.
house.
I'm ignoring the shovels and suspicious tarp. 1 second after Kay's parents closed the door behind them, she turned to me and gave me one of those looks that said, I'm about to drag you into something you're gonna regret.
Okay.
You wanna go out on the roof? So what do where now? Kay's house was 2
Oh.
stories, but the second story was a lot smaller than the first, and via a window on the second floor, one could easily slip out and parkour to their little heart's content all over the first
What?
story
You can't
roof.
do it.
Kay took us up to the second story,
Oh my
opened
God.
the window that would
Hold it.
window on the second floor.
You can't do that because you will break your leg. What the illegal in the world? Oh shit! Oh no! I swear, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, guys. I accident swear. Oh my god. I'm so sorry. I'm not me too. Is that? Oh, I'm so sorry, guys. I'm not swearing. I'm so sorry.
could easily slip out and
Okay.
parkour to their little heart's
can't
content
parkour
all
because
over
you
the
will
first
break
story
your leg,
roof.
bro.
Kay took us up
Okay.
to the second story, opened the window that would lead to the roof, and said, "Don't worry, I've done this lots of times, and nothing bad ever happened."
Oh, you can't
well,
do it.
she
You
did
can't.
appear to
No.
be alive, so I guess there was a good chance she didn't ever die from going out on the roof.
Do
And
not
I was
trust
not
her.
about to turn yellow-bellied
Do
in
not
front of my
trust her.
cool older friend. So I followed her outside onto the roof, and just as we
She's
both
gonna
made it out,
push
she
her.
said,
She's gonna
"See,
push
it's
her.
all fine, just
Trust
as
her.
long as we don't
Not
close
trust
the
her.
window."
Oh, shoot. Oh.
I really hope you went to the bathroom before this. Turn. Just
Okay.
as long as we don't close the...
Window. Oh no, they are stuck. They are so stuck.
I really hope you went
What
to the
are you
bathroom
doing?
before
You
this.
got qu-
Turns out, the window locked automatically whenever whenever it was closed, and no amount of us trying was getting it to budge. Now, modern innovation would make this a non-problem because everybody and their grandmother has cell phones that might as well be implanted into our hands. But back then, you didn't get a cell phone until you were like a teenager, if you were lucky, and whatever phone you did get was just that, a phone, not a mini computer with access to a literal world of distractions and activities. So even if I did have a phone back then, chances are I wouldn't be carrying it on me anyways. So that meant
Where's your
we were
finger?
stuck.
Where's your finger? Yo, what? She does have a finger. She have one thumb. She only have one thumb.
On a roof with no one else around.
Okay.
I vote you jump. If your legs aren't broken, go back in the house and open the window. Neither of us were going to jump. First off, it would have been stupid.
Okay.
Secondly, our house was on a hillside with lots of jagged
Do
rocks.
not do it!
If you jumped, you were just going to fall 12 feet. You were going to hit and then tumble down a steep rocky hill. So, you know, might get a boo-boo. There were trees around us, but none of them were close enough for us to climb down. And if my childhood bully friend Jocko taught me anything, it's that twigs have a weight-bearing limit. Our next option? Scream! Kay's parents were working on a house over a mile away. So all we two middle school girls had to do was create the same level of decibels as a rock concert in order to just barely be heard at that distance.
I'm so tired.
Yeah. Surprise, surprise. 10 minutes of screaming didn't do anything. It just made us a little hoarse.
A little
So we
pony.
couldn't jump, we couldn't climb, and we couldn't call for help. What is a girl to do? Well, my beautiful mind came up with a real humdinger. I started grabbing leaves off the adjacent branches and spelling out SOS on the roof. Yes, I really did that. I don't know who I was trying to flag down. A helicopter? A kite? A passing buzzard? Hey! Hey! We're about to be dead soon, so you might as well stick around. Ah, come on now, it could totally be worse.
Oh, it's a rain.
Nope. I will not be resorting to this Hollywood cliche of a joke. It was actually a nice day, but thank goodness it didn't happen in the middle of Texas summer. We definitely would have looked like SpongeBob and Patrick in Shell City by the end of it. We were stuck up there for 2 hours. But thankfully our parents weren't away that long. Must have been quite a sight to come home to. Hello, Mr. and Mrs. K's parents. I see you've made short work of that suspicious tarp. If you get us down, I promise not to testify against you in court. Why does she always bring home the weird ones?
Okay.
One ladder later, and Kay and I were safely back on the ground. Her parents were surprisingly chill about the whole thing. Didn't even threaten to tell my parents. It looked like I was going to get away with my dumb decisions scot-free.
Yeah, so
Kay's parents didn't even bother to see me off when my dad came to
False say like weird sound.
tell my parents. It looked like I was going to get away with my dumb decisions scot-free. Kay's parents didn't even bother to see me off when my dad came to come pick me up. Everything was coming up fast. But just as I was walking out to greet my dad, and remember, don't tell him anything.
Okay.
Don't tell me what, dear daughter of mine.
Oh crap, this creepy.
The jig was up. I had to tell him. And of course, he was not happy. Got a big old lecture on the way home because, you know, I guess my parents cared about my safety and stuff. Shortly after...
That's it in the video. Thank you for watching this video. Peace.